Hello, anybody home? Anyway, good morning. How's everybody doing? We'll talk to you. Well, we'll talk to you later. No, we're not to that point yet. Good morning. I am George. How's everybody doing? We're going to talk about the 2014 movie Fury. This was starred by everybody's heartthrob at the time, Brad Pitt. The pretty boy. Anyway, so this was based on World War II tank, or 1945 Western Allied invasion of Germany. They're taking an M4 Sherman tank into this thing, nicknamed Fury. The tank crew Glimmer, they call it Blue Baby. They all kinds of things. This is a tank that lost its, his whole tank crew got disforced. This thing went through 3 or 4 tank crews. This tank crew did all kinds of fun stuff. It was a full, interesting movie. They'd fire on Germany, show up at battlefronts, and the tank's barely running. They're having problems. They're fixing it all the time. And this turned out to be a pretty good movie. They did a lot of anti-tank guns, battled it. They had a lot of on-field battles. This thing turned out to be a pretty good action movie, a war action movie, I'd call it. But what did they call it? They called it just a war film. But yeah, they did a pretty good job. There was a book, I think. Was there a book? Yeah, 1998. The Death Trips is what they called the book. But they made it into a movie, and this turned out to be a pretty good one. And the tank went along through. They followed the tank all the way through the whole war, and the people and towns. They blew up, took over a town, blew up the Nazis, and killed Nazis. And one little town, they had a guy pulled out of a building because he didn't want the women that were there with him blown away, which was fine. That's the way the movie should go. And when they were there, they had a daughter and a mother and daughter up in a building, and he took one of his tank crew up, the youngest of his tank crew up there with him, and the younger tank crew got with the daughter. And the older one, she made dinner in the apartment, and the rest of the tank crew eventually found them, and they were nothing but, evil men. They weren't gentlemen at all to the young German ladies, or the German ladies. They left. After that, they left, and they took a shave and, all that fun stuff while they were there. And they went to another battle. They were supposed to scout a crossroads, path, go into another battle lines, and they run over a landmine and blew a track. And this is where our tank comes to an end. But they had a hell of a battle there because they were fixing the thing, and then a whole platoon of Germans were coming down because they had a lookout, and they were vulnerable, so they just made the tank look like it was a derelict left, and they didn't check it. The Germans didn't check it or anything like that. Then all of a sudden they let loose, and they fought for 3 days before the whole tank crew got dead. Gave up the ghost, and it was a valiant fight too. It was a good show, and that's how the thing ends. One of the tank crew gets away because he got to escape, and I liked it. It was a good movie, and I have it in my collection. That's why we're talking about it. And this one came out by Sony Pictures, released this one. So that was pretty good. Sony did something in the United States. It came out in October 15th, 2004. New Salem. Then October 17th, 2017, it came out in the United States. Around 135 minutes, United States, English, country of origin. And then English was the language they spoke in it. And budget, budget was 68 to 80 million. 211, and $211.8 million. So they did a pretty good job with this movie, and I liked it. And they had a lot of good battles, and Brad Pitt's not really suited for action movies, but it turned out okay. It's not the best movie in the world, but it's there. It didn't do as well as it should have for what it is, but it did something. Anyway, take care. We'll call this good right here, and we'll talk to you on the next one. Bye now.